Okay, I'm gonna try and get into this really quick. Okay, so we're here. We've learned how to sweep. We learned how to get out of the back off your left side. If you're a right-handed thrower, how to land in the middle, where to land in the middle. Okay, the philosophies, the orbit, the sweep leg, how to be efficient. So now, if you've done all that properly, the finish should come naturally. Okay? You should never actively try and throw the implement. I know that sounds really stupid to say, but if you've watched my previous videos, you'll understand why I'm trying to say that. Okay? So okay, we landed here. This turn, when you're doing the full throw, it's just important not to rise. So when you get into the middle, not to rise with your right foot, okay? I mean, right knee. It's not like you should not rise. You should keep the same level, or even go down, okay? But this will happen naturally, okay? Do not try and force this, okay? So, I mean, obviously, like, it will feel like you're actively moving it, but I'm not gonna keep this short. Yeah, okay, so start over again. Beginning, so we're at the point where we land in a balanced position into the middle, facing the sector. Discus or shot is behind you, left side open. Now, if you do that correctly, the rotational energy that you create out of the back of the ring with your left side, the second your right foot lands, a lot of that energy will go back into the left side, which will allow you to turn. Will just automatically make the left side turn. So it'll be like, okay? I did not force that, okay? It just happens naturally, okay? Just from stretch reflex and from momentum, okay? But it's important. So in your power position, important to not land like this or like this, because this is in the bucket. This is blocked off. You won't be able to turn your hips. This, you'll lose a lot of your tension and you won't throw far. Okay, you want to land in a proper stand throw, so heel-toe relationship. It will vary for some people, okay? A rule of thumb, basically, your stance in the back of the ring and your stand throw, your legs should be basically the same distance apart for both of those. And basically, the way to find that is to jump up and see how you land back down. So when I land, my feet are basically shoulder width, like a little in. Okay, that's just a natural way to find out where you should go. And I'm taking that from Vastina Sison, who has coached Gerd Kanter and Daniel Stahl, both 71 plus meter discus throwers, both Olympic and world champs. Okay. So if you don't take it from me, take it from him, okay? So yeah, basically a rule of thumb, if you don't feel like doing that, is the stance you can start a squat in. Because you don't start a squat super wide, you don't squat super narrow, it's just shoulder width, okay? It's just shoulder width, so you just have a lot of range of motion, moving efficiently, okay? So you got the heel toe, okay? When you turn, don't go down, or if you're gonna go down a little, but don't like actively go down. The important thing is really do not go up. So don't go like that, okay? just stay the same level. Yeah, stay same level. And what you want to think about doing, so you'll see people mention, this is another quick point, is to work the ground a lot, okay? This is true in hammer, okay? But if you're a reverser, no, not even. If you look at a lot of elite throwers, you'll very rarely see them like active, like their foot planted on the ground throughout their entire throw, okay? Because that's slow. What's fast is turning the right hip, if you're a right-handed thrower, turning the right hip into a left side block. And you'll see it from the back. If you look at like a lot of like elite throwers, it will look like they're shifting their weight forward like this, or like this. And you're supposed to do that, okay? You're not supposed to stay back the entire time, because you're not really gonna like put force forward, and it's not powerful. You're gonna, whether you're reversing or non-reversing, you're gonna want to put, like, if you do everything else correctly, okay, and you got to this point, you've done anything else correctly, it's important. A good cue that I like to use is to just think about like this. Your finish should just be like this. So the second your left foot plants in the front, your right foot should be continuously moving. This motion right here. The second my left foot touches the ground, my right foot will slam into it. But you notice how my right knee is bent, and my left knee is straight. This is what creates the height, okay? If both legs are straight at the end of the throw, you're gonna just jump, okay? You're gonna miss the rotational forces that go into it, okay? The biggest thing you need to focus on is rotating the hip quickly, not necessarily the foot. The foot is slow. The hip is quick, okay? Because if you keep the foot on the ground too long and you just rotate around like that, it's just a lot of friction. While just moving your right hip really fast and explosively into a stable left, this is what we call the block. So you'll see some like this, some like this, okay? A static left side, and then you're gonna just keep just cranking that right side through the left side, okay? And this will transfer linear and rotational energy that you previously had in your left side, transfer all that into your right side, okay? The important thing is though, actually I want to say about the block, do not actively stop the left side, okay? It will happen naturally, okay? Do not just go, let me back up. Do not just go and then like actively like try and stop it, okay? The block will just happen naturally, okay? Trust me on this, okay? It will happen naturally. Do not just stop your left side and then just force it, okay? Because then you just ruined everything. Everything in your throw, okay? You'll lose all the tension you had, all the momentum and everything, okay? It stops. But you're not actively trying to stop it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not like thinking about like, oh, stop the left side and go right, okay? I'm just letting the body do what it will do, okay? So it'll just be, okay? And an important thing to note, and a good way to check if you had a good block and all your forces went into the implement, is wherever your left foot landed at the front of the ring, if you're a reverser, if you're a reverser, when you reverse, your right side, your right foot, if it replaces exactly where your left foot was, that means you had a good block, okay? Because it means all your forces went out and around. You've transferred all the energy you had into the implement, okay? So if you went oops. So it went like this, and then my left foot was here. But then my right foot, when I reversed, was like this. After I reversed. That means I had way too much rotational energy, and I didn't really block that well. Okay? Or if all my energy is pulling me towards the right side, I didn't really finish my rotation, and I didn't finish the implement, and I most likely pulled because I'm forcing positions and trying to actively throw it. Okay? I know I'm glancing over a lot of stuff, okay, but this is just stuff that I would really like to kind of point out. And if you actually like these kind of videos, or if you want me to explain another concept, you can just ask me in the comments. And yeah, hope you learned something.